Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another reading wrap up. Today we are going to be talking about the books that I read in the months of September and October. And these were pretty good months. I feel like I could have read more and it just didn't happen. And you know what? That's okay. It happens. Fun fact, during the month of September, I did inherit a Kindle. So we do have a couple reads here that I read on my Kindle. So that's fun, something new and exciting, right? We're going to start with September, which was actually my birthday month. So you'd think I read a lot to treat myself. I did not read as much as I wanted to. But we got through 6 books and 2 of them were on my Kindle. I read The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. It was on Kindle Unlimited when I first read it. The next 2 books are not, so I'm really upset about that actually. Obviously, I read this only because The Summer I Turned Pretty season 3 was over and I just had a big gaping hole in me and I was like, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna go to the books. And I'm not saying I regret that decision, but it's definitely a decision. If you're unfamiliar, The Summer I Turned Pretty follows Isabel Conklin, who goes by Belly. Okay, and every summer she goes to her mom's friend's summer house where she also goes with her 2 boys, Conrad and Jeremiah. Belly is in love with Conrad. That's really all you need to know. We're not Team Jeremiah in this house. We don't talk about that man, okay? I did give this book 2 stars because it's not a good book. I'm sorry. The show is so much better than the books. I'm like surprised it even became a show because that first book, wow, quite literally nothing happens. It is just every day is day at the beach and Conrad says like one sentence to her and she's just like, I love him but I hate him. And real, that's real. I will probably read the next 2 books just because I just need to know the differences between the show and the books. My heart is like, I need to know. But they're not, I just don't think it's going to be a good time. But it's like one of those like enjoyable, torturous moments. You know what I mean? And of course, because I had done my Kindle Unlimited free trial, I had to read the Ali Hazelwood novella that had come out for the Halloween season. And that was Hot for Slayer. You're right, I am hot for Slayer. This is about a vampire who is being chased by a vampire slayer for, I think, like almost 1,000 years or something. Like they've been having this little cat and mouse thing or whatever. And Ali Hazelwood is so goofy, but truly she gets me every single time. The vampire slayer gets amnesia and she ends up having to like take care of him because he doesn't know what's going on and she's like, well, I guess I gotta bring him back to my apartment. And yes! I gave this 4 stars. I find it difficult to rate novellas because I'm like, it's not a full fleshed out story. And it's like, it's just kind of difficult. But like, I love Ali Hazelwood so much. So I gave this 4 stars. I really think she could have ran with this and made it a full on book. Like, there was a lot of potential there. I didn't absolutely like love them, but I was having a blast actually. Onto the physical books. I actually reread a book this year. And what's even crazier is I actually read this book in February when it came out. I reread Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. This is the copy that I read in February, and I did not annotate it, but I annotated the copy that I purchased in September, which is the Steamy Litfic edition, which has what the original title was going to be, Wet. It is this beautiful dust jacket. It's got silver pages. The dust jacket is also reversible. I do prefer this one though. And it has this really cute art of them at the Stanford pool. It also has pages inside. So we have like the Swedish flag, some other crap. And then this one's my favorite side. So I did annotate this one, but I moved it over to my paperback copy because I just feel weird like annotating this special edition. It's just like, eh. I kept it at the rating that I originally gave it in February. I gave it a 4.5 and I kept it there. I mean, I really like this book. I don't understand how people cannot like this because like this man yearns, like he actually yearns, and I feel like you guys are lying when you say that you don't like this book. Like I think you're just scared to be labeled a freak. Like, it's okay. It's okay to be a freak. I finally got to Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. I bought this around Christmas time last year because it was 50% off, and I was like, heck yeah. And I refused to pick it up because I was scared. I know that I like Sally Rooney, but because she doesn't have quotation marks, and I feel like not her books are like super duper smart to where you won't understand them. Like anybody can read a book, okay? I just knew it was gonna take a lot of brain power. So I put it off, but I just felt like September was the perfect time. Like September and Sally Rooney, they go together, you know? And I actually enjoyed this a lot more than I was expecting to. This one follows two brothers. There's Ivan, who is known for being a really good chess player, and there's Peter, who is a lawyer, and they're two very different people. And this book is all of Sally Rooney's books are really just like kind of slice of life. But this one I think has a bit more of a plot because they are both grieving the death of their father, but they also have these really complex relationships with women that they're experiencing like after the death of their father. So it's very intricate, complex relationships. And I ended up really enjoying it. I was worried because like there are two male main characters, and who wants to read about that? But I really loved Ivan. I think probably because we're the same age, I was able to relate to him more. But Peter like sucked, and that was the point. Peter was not the best person, but like he wasn't there. I think you should read this. I think all of the characters in this are really complex. I think their relationships are complex. I think it's just a really good time. If you want a really not fun. If you want a fiction book that is going to break your heart a little bit, but you're gonna have fun with the heartbreak, then this is the one. I finally completed the Windy City series, and I was actually reading this in the Windy City, so it made it even more special, but this is not my favorite book in the series. Rewinded Back is the 5th book, and this is a like childhood friends to lovers second chance romance. And while I think it did a really good job, like I feel like if these were different people, I would have liked it more, if that makes sense. This one follows Rio, who we are introduced to in the first book, and so I was really excited because I was like, oh my gosh, like he keeps getting mentioned, like his story is going to be amazing. And I think it fell flat for me because he just didn't do much in my mind. Like, I don't know, I just feel like nothing really happened. And also Hallie, the female main character, she felt really disconnected from the whole story. And also because you get a bit of then and now, you can see like why they're not together now. And then when you find out exactly what happened, it's not exactly childish because like those kinds of things that happen like can be traumatizing for people, but it was a little childish. Like I was just like, you guys are grown now, and that's why you're not together. Okay. I gave it 3 stars because I mean it wasn't bad. It's just not my favorite. But trust when the like Reese and Monty book, not Reese and Monty. Yes? No, that's right. When that book comes out, oh, I'll be sat. I'm so excited for that one. The last book that I read in September was Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola. I have had this book for over a year. I bought this at a Half Price Books. Yeah, over a year ago. I'd heard amazing things about it, and for some reason I just couldn't pick it up. And you know what? I said we're gonna do it because once October hits, like I'm not gonna want to read this. I'm gonna only want to read like fantasy stuff. And I'm really glad I did. I thought this was a really cute fake dating college romance. I wish. What do I wish? I really liked getting to read about Black love. I wasn't really reading like diversely before this year. I don't know why, but I'm definitely trying to put more effort into it. And so I feel like this is a great one. And I think that they were really cute. Like they were really cute together. And I didn't realize that Bolu Babalola was coming out with a second book which follows the same characters. I've heard you don't have to read this one to read that one, but I mean, I had it, so obviously I read it. I will be picking up Sweet Heat probably in the new year. But yeah, I thought it was cute. It's like not that memorable for me, but I liked it and I'm glad I read it. Now for the month of October. October was a better month than September. I did read 7 books this time around, and one of them is 1,000 pages. I genuinely don't know how I did it. The first read of the month was Immortal Dark by Tigist Germa. I knew that this had to be read in October. Again, I bought this around Christmas time, and I was like never in the mood for vampires after that. So I finally picked it up, and low-key really upset I waited so long. Immortal Dark is a vampire dark academia, and they're black, so it was even more exciting. This had a lot of mystery elements as well because the main character is searching for her sister that she believes was taken by a vampire at the university where this takes place. It's called Yuxley. And the vampire that she thinks took her sister, ooh, that man is sexy. Oh my gosh. This book was dark. It was disturbing at times. It was intricate. It was mysterious. I mean, this is really just like a perfect vampire book. I did give it 4 stars only because I feel like I don't know actually. I did really enjoy it. Like, I would highly recommend. It just gave me that 5-star feeling, but the sequel literally comes out tomorrow when I'm filming this. So I am very excited for that one. This was so good, guys. Again, in the spooky mood, I decided, you know what? I'm going to read a thriller. I've really only read like one over a year ago, didn't really like it, but I wanted to give My Sister the Serial Killer a chance, and I'm actually really glad that I did. My Sister the Serial Killer follows a girl whose sister is a serial killer, and she is constantly helping her clean up the bodies. But when her sister sets her sights on the doctor that she has a crush on at her work, she starts to feel a little differently about helping her sister cover up all these murders. This book was really fast paced. It's under 230 pages, and it's also one of those where like some chapters are just like 1 page, and it's very not disjointed, but you do get a little bit of like their past, which is like pretty important to like kind of understanding like what's wrong with her sister. I really liked Coretti, the girl that is helping her sister. I was like, I would do the same. Well, that's wrong. I don't think I would help anyone dispose of a body. I just don't have the stomach for it. I'm too nervous. But I did not like her sister. Her sister was annoying. Her sister just never, she was just like, yeah, it's fine. Girl, it's not fine. Nothing is fine right now. But I think if you want a really fast-paced read, and like this is gonna do it. Like I would definitely read another book from this author. Then I picked up one of my most anticipated reads for the year. I think you can guess. I read Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Can you tell that Ali Hazelwood is my favorite author? I just wanted that to be really clear. Mate is the companion novel to Bride. You don't necessarily have to have read Bride. I mean, I read Bride like not that long after it came out, and I honestly don't really remember much from it, but I was still able to understand this book without like, having to have reread Bride. But I would recommend to read Bride before, just so it's not too confusing. This one is about her best friend who is half human, half werewolf, and for some reason everyone's like, oh my god, she's an abomination, or oh my god, the werewolves and the humans are gonna go against the vampires. Honestly, I didn't really care about the whole conflict, political parts of it. I just cared about that beautiful, tall man, Cohen. You definitely get a lot more of the werewolf elements in this one because they're both werewolves. Bride, she was a vampire. And I am not a werewolf girl. I haven't even finished the Twilight books because I'm currently in the middle of Breaking Dawn, and we're in Jacob's point of view, and I haven't picked it up since. Because why would I want to do that? I think this is a classic Ali Hazelwood. It's a little goofy, and it has like random twists that you're just like, okay, sure, we're gonna do it. And you know what? You're gonna enjoy the whole experience. I think I gave this 4 stars. I don't know if I like it more than Bride. I feel like I would need to reread Bride. But again, I'm a vampire girl, so I think I probably do like Bride more than Mate. But this was fun, and I love the Barnes & Noble version. I love the purple so much. Mate was one of my most anticipated reads, but the number one anticipated read I had this year was Alchemized by Senlin Yu. I don't even know what to say. I'm not going to go too in depth on what it's about because I feel like everyone and their mother has been talking about this book, and I know a lot of people are talking about like just the publication of fan fiction and also the previous connection that this story has to a completely horrible author that is a terrible person, and we do not support that author here. Don't go read those books, please. Like, it's not necessary. I gave Alchemized 4 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and honestly, it's 1,000 pages, and I didn't even feel like I was reading 1,000 pages. Like, I feel like I just blinked and then the book was over, and I was like, oh, what do you mean a week has passed and I'm done? That's crazy. I really adored Helena. I think she was such a strong character, and I think the themes of, dealing with the misogyny in this world, her struggles with faith, and, doing things that you normally wouldn't do in times of war. And I really liked her, and I I don't know if like Cain is the word, but like I understand him. Like, honestly, if I was Cain, I would have done the same things. I will say, I think that people talk about this book not the wrong way, because I don't think there's a wrong way to like interpret stuff, but I definitely think of this as a dark fantasy with a plot of romance that is important to the story, but is not like the romance is the only thing in the story, because there is so much more to this, I think, than the romance. But I don't think you can just say, oh, it's not a romance, because like if there wasn't that romantic, I say that with quotes because it's like, it's not really lovey-dovey, but it's definitely not platonic. Without that, there wouldn't be as much of a story. But I do think this story is really good. I think that the world building is really interesting. Sometimes I was kind of confused. I was like, I'm not really seeing how this makes sense together. But it was still really intricate and really interesting to read about. And yeah, I low-key want to reread it. I just finished it. I low-key want to reread it already. After finishing that, I knew that I needed something light and fluffy, and so I picked up Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. It was perfect for the season, and I knew that it wasn't going to put a big hole in my heart like Alchemized did. Morbidly Yours takes place in Ireland, which I'm one of those girls that's obsessed with Ireland right now. Lark, who is from Texas, moves to Ireland for a fresh start to work as an animator, and she ends up moving next door to, I keep forgetting what this thing is like actually called. A funeral home. Duh. She ends up moving next door to a funeral home where Callum works and lives, and they end up striking up a friendship. And Lark is not interested in relationships at all. She is kind of traumatized from the past relationship that she was in. And Callum is actually looking for a wife because he is in trouble of losing the funeral home due to an inheritance clause, blah blah, that his grandpa did, which is so dumb. If I ever ended up in that situation, I'd be mad as hell. I thought this was a really cutesy romance. I don't think it was anything crazy, but I finished this, I think, within like 24 hours of starting it. Like, the writing, like, it kept me going, and I really liked that they had unique jobs. And I mean, I love Ireland, I loved the setting. I gave it 3 stars, although it like really kept my attention. Again, it wasn't anything crazy. I think if you want to pick it up, you'd like it. If you're like, oh, I'm gonna stay away, you're not missing out. It was just a cute little what is that word? What is the word? Palette cleanser. Thank you. And I ended off the month of October with a book that was on my 25 books to read in 2025. Was it in the video? It's in my journal. I actually don't know if it's in the video that I made, but I did read This Woven Kingdom by Tahara Mafi. I bought this the same day that I bought Honey and Spice. So I have had this book for over a year on my TBR cart, and I was like, I need to get to it. And I'm really glad I did. This book follows Persian mythology, and there is jinn in this, which I'd never read about. I didn't know what that was. And I really enjoyed reading about that. I thought that was really interesting. And when people tell you that there's yearning in this book, yeah, girl. This book follows Eliza and Cameron. Eliza is Jinn. Cameron is the crown prince to this kingdom that she is prophesized to like take over or whatever. And so the forbidden romance is really cute. The things that this man said to her, mind you, he'd only seen her in person like maybe twice. And I was like, yeah, that's a lover boy right there. I did feel like the pacing of this book was very interesting. I almost DNF'd it a couple times, but I was like, nope, I've had this on my TBR for too long, and I'm really glad I went through with it. And I will be continuing the series, but I've just heard that like the pacing of the next books are like also weird. So I'm nervous, but I am glad I read this. I have been talking for so long, and we are done, guys. That is everything that I read these past 2 months. Let me know, did we read any of the same books? What were your favorite reads from these past 2 months? Yeah, they were good months. I am very hopeful for November and December. I have so many books on my TBR to get to. All right, I will see you guys in another video. Bye.